Khalif, and I'm back with another episode of The Stark Effect here on TikTok. Now, if you're new to me, this is a long form podcast that I have on YouTube, and I'm bringing it over here to TikTok to give you all shorter content, shorter videos. So I will try my best to get through all of this. But before we get started, I'm going to tell you where I have been these last 2 weeks, girl. For the last 2 weeks, I have been traveling, y'all. Okay, I've been traveling and working hard. So I am currently doing housing advocacy for homeless minors and homeless young adults, I believe ages 11 to 20 to 24 years old, because I believe that's what both of the programs serve. But me being a part of this and working with a specific organization, we were required to do our retreat as board members, and then we also had an opening of a new shelter that this organization has put forth in Hayward, California. So I did that, and I also had the opportunity to speak and do a testimonial at the ribbon cutting ceremony for the shelter, okay, because I have experienced homelessness multiple times in my life, in my teenage years and in my early 20s as a young adult. So it's something that I really, really care about, and it's something that I do, and it requires me to be really, really busy when it does. So that's where I've been for the last 2 weeks. I've been traveling, y'all, but it was so nice. Like, it was work, but it was beautiful and it was nice. I'm so happy because I got to get away from LA for a little bit, and I got to be up north, and I haven't been to Oakland since I was a kid, literally. And I have a friend that I went to UCLA with. I got to hang out with her, and I haven't seen her since 2019, and she lives in Oakland. That's where she's from. So I got to hang out with her. I got to kind of get a brief view of the Black history, of the Black Woman History Museum that was put forth. Actually, this particular museum, it's a house, and the house was designed as, a tribute to the Black woman of the Black Panther movement. So I got to go there, and I didn't get to look in the house, but I got to see the outside of the house. And my friend, her mother-in-law's mom, was one of the women who was a part, I believe it's her mother-in-law's mother. She was one of the women who was a part of the Black Panther Party. And it's so beautiful because in West Oakland, outside of the house, they have all the names of the Black women who out on the outside of this beautiful home, who were a part of the Black Panther Party. So we got to see that. And I was just really, really busy. I went to Oakland. I went to Hayward, California, because we had to open up a new shelter. I got to speak there and share my story. Went to Berkeley a little bit. So I was literally running around all up north. And then after that, I got to go to Sacramento for a conference for youth. It was called the Youth Empowerment Summit. So we did some workshops, and then we had a legislative day at the Capitol where we advocated for bills and funding to be put forth towards homeless youth services in California. So I've been really, really busy, but it was super, super fun. So that is where I've been. Sorry that was so long-winded. Y'all know I'm a long-winded girl. I'm trying to do this short form. It's not for me, but I'm going to tell y'all where I've been. Now, on Instagram, they know where I've been. TikTok, y'all don't know where I've been because y'all don't follow me on Instagram. But I post more of my personal stuff on Instagram, not here. So let's go ahead. Before I get into this Megan Thee Stallion thing, y'all, like, I just want to say, like, it genuinely felt good to volunteer and travel. And this year I've been doing more of that, so yes, I'm a journalist for my 9 to 5, but it's frankly refreshing to kind of do something that has nothing to do with journalism. Although I love journalism, I'm passionate, I support journalists, I try to support everybody, I try to, stay true to the cause as much as I can. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. It felt good to break away and kind of like just be in a whole different space that had nothing to do with the industry, and that was strictly for the youth and the young people. Like, they were having a talent show when we was at the conference, and I just saw so many young people just like getting through life and making it through their difficulties. And I remember, when I was young coming up, and when I struggled with homelessness and being so artistic and songwriting and doing all this stuff, So now that I'm still young, but now, I'm entering my senior niece phase of life. Not auntie. I'm not an auntie yet. I'm in my early 30s, child. So I call it senior niece, okay? But it felt so good to see the young people, people in their early 20s and younger than that, just find community with each other. Like, that was really, really rewarding. So I promise y'all, look, we gonna get into the tea. Okay, we're gonna get into it because it's been a lot going on since I've been gone. So I will try to get y'all a few videos tonight and throughout the weeks to catch up, child. But anyways, before we get into Megan Thee Stallion, drop down and let me know, how have you been today? How, it is Monday, okay? How has life been for you, okay? And I promise in my next video, we gonna get into this Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson thing, because y'all know I'm a chatterbox. I know how to talk. Okay, if you're new to me, before I post my next video, find me on YouTube, type in Khalif now, that's Kaleefnow. The Stark Effect and my podcast should pop up there. It's all of the same videos I have from my TikTok, but there are older videos of me covering older topics, longer form videos, right? And the reason why I'm on TikTok, once again, I'm gonna keep repeating it if you're new to me. If you're not new to me, don't listen to this, exit out, go watch somebody else, child. But yeah, short form content is where it's at, and I'm still trying to figure that out. Because the short form girlies, y'all are the ones who are winning. The newer long form girlies, we are not winning out here in these algorithm streets. Okay, everyone who's short form is winning, so I'm trying to figure that out. So be patient with me, okay? I'm gonna post a new video. We gonna get into this. All right, let me know what you think. Drop down below.